Coming up on Mountain News this morning, police are searching for a suspect after they fired shots at officers in Tazewell. Plus, how city officials are preparing for the upcoming cold snap.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Madison Carmouche. We are just past 5:30 this morning and today is January 2nd, 2025. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmall for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, that's hard to get used to, saying 2025 over 2024.
It is hard to get used to, and something that's even harder to get used to are these temperatures. I mean, this morning was brutal when I walked out the door. And I hate to break it to you guys, but that temperature you're experiencing now is going to be warmer than the highs that you'll see this time next week. So just something to look out for. And as we look at the current temperatures across the U.S., look towards Bismarck because those temperatures are coming our way. We won't be as cold as them, thankfully, but we are going to get quite chilly. Now, here are the current temperatures as we're zooming into eastern Kentucky, looking around that freezing mark this morning, and we will be warming up as we're heading into the afternoon, getting to the upper 30s and low 40s for today. Overall, not too terrible, but this is the first day of the new year that we will be below average for those temperatures, and that trend will just continue throughout the week. Now, here is satellite and radar. We are looking at the clouds this morning, but thankfully most of that snow has gone out of our area, and we will see it stay away until we're heading into the overnight hours and into your Friday, where we have our next snow chance. But for the next couple hours, here's that day planner, really just looking at the clouds, having the sun peek through here and there, and then the snow chance overnight. Madison.
All right, Megan, thank you. A man is facing charges after being accused of endangering children in Wolfe County. The incident started when the man was getting off the Mountain Parkway and entering Highway 15. Keith Castle reportedly drove into the opposite lane at one point and brake checked the sheriff's deputy multiple times. After fleeing from police, they eventually found Castle a half-mile away from where the vehicle was parked. He was taken to the Three Forks Regional Jail. Also in Wolfe County, 4 people are facing charges after police were called to a cemetery about suspicious activity on Monday. When police arrived, they discovered 3 vehicles were near the cemetery. After one vehicle tried to get away from police, it came to a stop. Police found suspected meth and other paraphernalia. Amber Schwabel, Christopher Howard, Daniel Perkins, and Brandon Lewis were all taken to the Three Forks Regional Jail. Tazewell police are looking for someone who fired several shots at an officer. Sam Luther spoke to investigators who described a day unlike any they have ever had.
It would be what a normal person would probably say was just a typical call.
A call of a prowler or suspicious person. This year, the Tazewell Police Department has responded to 268 calls of that nature. The one in the early hours of Thursday morning quickly went south. Officer Andrew Harris arrived at this intersection and was met with gunfire, 5 to 10 shots in his direction.
Fairly close. It was close enough that the officers could hear it whizzing by.
Harris took cover and was able to make it out safely, an officer who had only been with the department for 3 months.
But he is in really good spirits. He's done really well. His training's really good. He's recovered well from it. He's back at it and working hard.
No officer at this department has ever been shot in the line of duty. They still don't know who shot at Harris, as this department wants to stress the dangers of the job. Thankful nobody in this case was hurt.
But thankfully we're here. You have people who step up and who, will put the badge on and take to their community and try to make a difference.
In Tazewell, Sam Luther, WVLT News.
We are told they do have a suspect and believe this will be solved soon. If you have any further information, you are asked to call the Tazewell Police. Police in Whitley County arrested a man who reportedly has a history of felony convictions. Last weekend, police pulled over Muhammad Jabbar in Williamsburg following some reported traffic violations. When police searched his vehicle, they found a pistol. When they researched his criminal records, it showed Jabbar was a domestic violence offender with an active protection order from the state of Louisiana. He was taken to the Whitley County Jail. A man is in custody facing charges for a stolen weed eater. 49-year-old Hobart Buttery was taken into custody on December 23rd. According to his arrest citation, London police say they got a report of a burglary on Taylor Drive. Nearby surveillance footage shows a vehicle in the area at the time of the theft. The The homeowner says Buttery had worked for them in the past and had asked for another job, but it was denied. According to court records, the address where police say the theft happened is connected to the Laurel County Judge Executive. London police say Buttery and the vehicle were later found in Manchester, where he admitted to taking a heater and a weed eater that he says he brought to a home in Lilly. Buttery is due in court today for a preliminary hearing. In Knox County, a man is facing charges after being accused of opening mailboxes. The reported incident happened on Sunday. Police received a complaint about the incident, which happened in the Bryant Store community. When they conducted an investigation, they determined 32-year-old David Ryan Jackson was the man involved. Jackson was later arrested when police found him walking on Kentucky 1809. He was taken to the Knox County Detention Center. Crews battled a major fire in Laurel County on Monday night. Firefighters responded to a structure fire on West Laurel Road just before midnight. Crews worked until 1:40 in the morning, putting the fire out. The Laurel County Fire Department, Keavy Volunteer Fire Department, and Ambulance Inc. of Laurel County responded to the scene. No injuries were reported. The cause of the fire was also not reported. Police are searching for a missing person in Wise County, Virginia. Take a look at your screen. Police are looking for 40-year-old Joshua Wade Moore, also known as Boxhead. Moore was last seen in the Coburn area, but has not been seen by family members in several weeks. You can contact the Wise County Sheriff's Office with any tips on the case at 276-328-3566. Police say all calls will be kept confidential. Freezing temperatures this weekend could lead to burst pipes, and city officials are urging folks to prepare. Hazard City Manager Tony Eversole says the aging water system is undergoing a $75 million upgrade, which will help reduce future bursts. He says each winter has seen less breakage. To further minimize frozen pipes, he recommends taking preventative measures.
Make sure it's buried, make sure that it's got heat tape on it, if need be. You need to be around 18 inches deep at least, and just protect your own stuff. Don't leave if your pipes are insulated good and you're buried good, you don't have to leave your water dripping.
Eversole says crews are on standby 24/7, and if you do experience a pipe burst, you should call the water leak line or Hazard City Police. That number is on your screen, 606-436-2222. Since the death of former President Jimmy Carter, those he impacted have been sharing stories of the ways he served. Carter was instrumental in the Habitat for Humanity building more than 50 homes in Polk County through his Hammering in the Hills initiative. Leaders say he came into the area as a force for change, working diligently alongside volunteers to give people a home, which they say was a part of his lasting legacy.
And I don't think he took being president as anything special except the opportunity that it gave him to help other people.
Former Governor Paul Patton says it was a blessing to know Carter and his wife, and he believes they shared many mindsets that have made the region a better place. Just ahead, actor and director Justin Baldoni is suing the New York Times after they published a story about reports made by his It Ends With Us co-star.
And temperatures will continue to drop. How cold are we getting? I'll have that answer next.